What's up, everybody? This is Josh with CPPS Coaching Canada video. We're going to do 3 mobility drills. My girl Kelly's here training with me today. She's about to do a total body boot camp type workout, and we're going to go through a couple things that really are going to activate her lower extremities while also kind of getting her core and her trunk engaged as well. So she's going to hand the phone over to me, and she is going to start with mountain climbers, taking her knee outside her elbow. That's good, Kelly. Now she's going to go into squat to stands. Hey, you turn and face me. There you go. All right, she's going to take it down, squat position, get her toes, stand, back up. Extend, good. Squat, extend, up. Good work. She's going to do about 6 or 8 of these. Really loosening up the posterior chain, the hams, the glutes are really becoming activated, gaining mobility here. Now she's going to walk over toward the door, and she's going to come back toward me with lunge walks with the rotation to the side of the leg that's forward. Go to the side that's forward. There you go. Stride out. Try to keep your hips over your shoulders over your hips. You get a good full rotation toward the side that's up. All right. That's good, Kelly. All right. She's going to come back over here, and I'm going to pass the phone back over to her. She's dancing around. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. We're trying to navigate our way through this. All right. Kelly has had a little bit of an issue in the past with some mobility in her hips, so that's one reason that we've jumped right into the outside the knee mountain climbers and the squat and stands and the rotation with the twist, the lunge with the rotation there. That's really kind of helping her get that mobility to be able to get a little bit deeper in the squat, get her knees coming out as her hips sit back, while still being able to keep a neutral spine without leaning too much forward, which she kind of has a tendency to do sometimes, and she knows that. So one thing that we've done over the past couple months she's been training with me is we really try to start with some body weight squats, some unloaded squats. We work with goblets to kind of counterbalance her weight and really keep her in that neutral spine position without leaning too much forward, to really make sure that her hips are externally rotating like they need to get down in that position. One other thing that you could do for someone that's got a little bit of a mobility issue with their hips is start from the bottom up. We're going to start from that bottom position. You can also do this on a box and then just work on standing from there. So that's the mobility drills that we're working on today, and Kelly did an awesome job as my demo girl. So that's it. Thank you. What's up, everybody? This is Josh Lord. I'm about to take Stacy through the activation portion of the warm-up routine. We're doing a total body workout, so she's going to get out here. She's going to do some work with the bands for her upper and lower body. We're going to really flow the exercises together. Then we're going to finish up with a throw with the slam ball. I'm going to be kind of cueing her and correcting her through a few things as she's performing the exercises. We'll talk about kind of what she's doing well, and anything that may need to be corrected moving forward. Right now we're starting with overhand band pull aparts. She's really activating her external rotators and her upper back here. That's good. Now we're going to go ahead and roll into underhand pull aparts to get the rhomboids. Are you gripping it a little bit closer together? There you go. Do you feel like that's too hard?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, go back wider. This is activation. This is not really strengthening. You're just trying to get everything firing, getting everything ready to really do your work here in a little bit. All right. Typically, you would do 10 or so pull aparts each way. Now we're going to go with dislocations up and over. Again, getting the rotators. This is a good pec stretch as well when you go from front to back. We'll do 10 to 15 of the dislocations. One thing that I would cue her on right here with these dislocations on the lower body is to to get a little bit more flexion in her knees, a little bit softer stance. Good job. All right, now she's going to go into some band work for the lower half. We're going to go with banded X walks to start with. She's going to get her feet about shoulder width across the band. Keep constant tension all the way through your arms. And you're taking short, small shuffle steps, 3 or 4 one way, and then we'll go back the opposite direction. We would make 3, 4, 5 passes in each direction with the banded X walks. She can go ahead and stop that. And we're going to go right into band abducted squats. She's going to double the band up, cross it over, and go ahead and slide it up right above her knees. And having to actually forcefully hold your stance while the band was wanting to pull you together is going to continue to fire those hip flexors that are already activated from doing the X walks. She's got a good squat pattern going there. Good stance right there with the squat. Everything looks good right there. Again, we would do 10 or 12 of the band abducted squats. Now we're going to finish up with a jump, a throw, or a sprint. Today it's going to be a throw. Med ball slam. Slam balls. She gets into a squat. It's an overhead press. This is a great total body, multi-joint exercise. You get a pull, a squat, a press. Get a good forceful throw it down through the floor. Awesome. All right, Stacy, that's good work. What's up, everybody? Josh Lord, CPPS coaching candidate. About to take my training partner and brother, Joe Lord, through the mechanics of a 10-yard sprint from the start through the deceleration phase. We had a baseball player who's supposed to be out here with us today, but he unfortunately had to cancel his session. But since we got a beautiful day here in Georgia out here on the field, we wanted to go ahead and get the 10-yard sprint in for you guys. We have now switched, and Joe is first of all going to get about a half a foot away from the start line with his left foot. That's his front foot. He's then going to get a heel-to-toe relationship with his right foot. Then he will take his toe and place it where his heel initially was, with his feet slightly inside of shoulder width. Now he's going to pack in his lower half and walk back to where his right hand is on the start line with his left arm up by his hip. He fires off. He's all the way through. He's 10 yards and he breaks it down into the deceleration pose. He's going to walk back. We're going to do that one more time. And I'm going to cue him right here to try to get his hands a little bit higher. Get those hands up closer to your face. Long strides on the start. Good ground contact time. Once again, he's setting his feet. He's in his stance. He's going to come back and get his hands in position. Can't hold this position very long the way you're packed in. And he's all the way through. That's a pretty good job. All right, Joe's going to come back and he's going to take the camera from me. He's going to let me kind of break down his technique and his form there. Joe did a good job of getting his body set, really getting that positive shin angle on the start. He needs to do a better job of getting the hands up like we were cueing him. A couple things that we could do to help him just reinforce that start, falling starts, pushing a heavy prowler, those type things, really reinforce that positive shin angle. Just practicing some tempos where you're working on getting your hands up to your face. Also good to really reinforce the upper half, getting in line and continuing all the way through into the deceleration. On deceleration, he can maybe practice taking that one extra step to get himself into that deceleration pose there at the end. Otherwise, he did a good job, and that's a 10-yard sprint. Josh Lord, good job, Joe.